A lot of people ask, should I hold cryptos long term or should I look for quick short term gains? Let's talk. Some traders only hold long term. Some traders only look for short term gains. Many traders do a combination of both. Holding long term relies on prospects. Does the investment look guaranteed to grow in a better way long term? Only some projects offer that guarantee. Those cryptos have to fulfill some criteria. First off, developmental plan that works. Do we see the goals being accomplished in a systematic way as they're predicted by the managers of that crypto itself? 2, market adaptation of the product. Is the product they're making likely to be adapted at all? If so, how soon will it be adapted and by how many people, how many businesses or institutions? Number 3, hype for the crypto. Crypto's got to have a lot of energy behind it, the people that are buying, in order for there to be any volume to move price at all. Okay, number 4, separate from this, we need a real community desire for the crypto to succeed. It's different than hype. This is a lot of people who truly follow a project, who will say positive things about it online, where most people are looking for information, and who will continuously rally that crypto over time. Number 5, demand needs to outweigh the urge for immediate profits. There's got to be more people wanting to jump in over time than there are people wanting to cash in on what gains they've already made. These are the things that define a good long-term trade. A lot of people have to feel really good about the project. Better yet, if they identify with the product in some way, because that will mean these people will support the actual product itself, not just a money market surrounding that crypto. A great example of a long-term hold is Bitcoins. All the criteria are there. The developmental plan has been staged out appropriately. It's not too fast for believability. It's not too spread out for profitability for investors. Market adaptation of the product. Well, the Bitcoins product specifically is for people who trade cryptos. I mean, there isn't a more direct line for market adaptation. People that are obsessed about cryptos have a high chance of using their actual product. There's a lot of hype for that crypto, lots of talk about it online, and separate from that, there's a real community desire for the cryptos to succeed. There's actual communities of people that are in this together with that one. All of this comes together and says that demand outweighs the urge for immediate profits. When there's a sell-off, there's a fairly short period of time before the buyback starts stacking the price up again. The sell-offs are starting to be smaller than the buyback periods. That's what keeps the price moving up. That's what we all like. Okay, so now moving on from long-term, those who trade short-term games are looking for the static buzz around a crypto that will hopefully boost it sky high. Buying in dips and selling on highs can get you a healthy reward in a short time. It's likely why most of you decided to trade crypto in the first place. The less recommendable, but more adrenalized version of short-term trading is making a late swing trade. This means a crypto might have already shown surprising gains, like in an afternoon or a whole day, at which point you take a real risk and jump in, maybe a little late, hoping it will go up even further. If you have no experience with this stuff, avoid buying on a massive double-digit green day. That's when you see 20-30% gains on a crypto. You gotta be very careful about that. Otherwise, the herds, they will sell off and they will flatten you. You'll see many examples of that in your first 3, 4, 6 months of trading crypto or any stock for that matter. Swing trades are best performed when 2 main qualities line up. One of those qualities is that there is no real risk of a rapid sell-off. Might seem obvious, but the other quality is that there's a piece of news that's about to boost the crypto. These are the conditions for which a good swing trade starts to form. These are not always obvious points because a lot of people trade on instinct, except the instinct is based on their perceptions of what is good for themselves. Cryptos and stocks do not behave on your best interest. They behave according to mass hysteria and others' best interests playing out. More so that one. The last thing to consider when jumping into a swing trade or a long-term trade, so the average trader might lean on technical analysis and feel a chart looks good, or they might hear a piece of news or recommendation and jump right in. Problem is, charts tell a fraction of the story and are deceptive towards the future. And yes, news might be old. It might be overplayed. It might not be very active. And sometimes news just simply leaves you high and dry. So what do you want to look for in a good swing trade? Buzz, demand, multiple sources of news hyping. All of these things are very important. But you can't ignore the technical aspects. Making sure that crypto has volume. Without it, you'll never be able to sell in the gains. If a crypto's daily average is $10,000, then stay out. It's too low. One person can game that stock or that crypto very easily. Also, swing trades rely on crypto being perceived as good in the future for some reason. Even short term, there has to be some perception in some group of people that it's going to do good long term. Without long-term positive outlook, the swing trade will flatten very quickly after the boost. This is why you have to make sure you are timing these trades well. If you buy late into a swing trade, but the crypto has low future possibility, the pump and dumpers will take your head right off. They're the ones that got in the earliest. They're the ones looking to cash in because they created a buzz that might not be supported by more important aspects of what really drive a crypto to success. Know what you're getting into. If a crypto is mooned, don't be the dummy buying on top. Know the risk when you're thinking about doing that. If a crypto has just had a massive sell-off, it's not necessarily a sale day to buy. Crypto has to have merit, or you will be pump and dump fodder. So watch out. All right, I'm out of here. Happy trading and good luck to you guys. Check it. Peace.